Now today we are looking at the Talisman playing cards, which are live on Kickstarter right now. Like literally right now, they're live on Kickstarter. So if you want to back this project and you want to make these cards a reality, you're gonna have to back them. Seriously, that's how these cards become a reality. So if you want to be a part of that, I'll leave the link to the Kickstarter down in the description below so you guys can check it out. But you want to know what they look like first, obviously, because you don't just want to back random playing cards. There's a lot of decks on Kickstarter, but that's why I'm here. So today we're looking at the Talisman playing cards, and let's get into this review right now. Now the front of the tuck box says Talisman playing cards, custom designed. You're going to see an A and a 1 in the corners of both the top and the bottom, which I'm not quite sure why they put an A and a 1. I think it would have been smarter to put a reveal there, honestly. And you also see a little like Illuminati type symbol right above in the middle, and a lot of scroll work done all around the outsides. One side says Arabesque Circle Back. The other side says Made in USA with, I think, Arabic or something like that. Now I did take Arabic, it took 3 years of it, but I don't remember quite how to read it. So I don't really know why I took it, and I don't know what this says. The back of the tuck box is the back design, but we're going to get to that in a second. The top says Poker number A1, and there's that A1 again. Again, I don't quite understand. And the bottom is Talisman playing cards ad copy. The inside tuck flap says Get Lucky, and the inside tuck flaps have their logo. That's all I can say for the tuck box, so let's take a look at these cards. Here are your duplicate Trickster Jokers, both of 2 horses, with names at the bottom that I cannot pronounce. One in black and the other in white. Now your number cards are very custom, not through the colors, but by the shapes and the placement of these cards. So here is your 2 of spades, 3 of spades, 4 of spades, 5 of spades, 6 of spades, 7 of spades, 8 of spades, 9 of spades, and 10 of spades. So clearly they have custom placement, and a little bit elongated on the top edge of the spade pip, but color-wise it all looks good, and I've never seen placement like that on any other deck before. Here's what the diamonds look like. Here are the clubs, and of course the hearts. And I do like how the red cards are now orange to fit the rest of the design. And I don't know if you could tell or not, you might have to rewind for this, but there's a little blue line that goes around all the outsides of them. It's those little pieces of detail that really make a deck go from good to great. So, Talisman, well done. Here are your spades for the court cards, which are more bicycle standard, well at least taken from that, but completely customized. Here are your diamonds, clubs, and lastly hearts. Now I really do like how they were customized, like almost completely customized through all the court cards. The aces, which I'll get to in a second, everything's been customized except for the number cards really. Like the reds turn to orange and they have a blue border. That's really it. So, and like they have the replacement, but I think they could have taken this design that you're going to see on the aces, where all these different little almost hexagons. I don't know why they didn't take that and put that on the number cards. I think that's just the opportunity missed, but you know, keeping it simple always works. Here are your hearts, clubs, and diamonds for your aces, and this is what I meant when I said all of those hexagons. And honestly, these are really cool aces. I just think that you could have taken those hexagons and just taken that and put it on the insides of all of those pips or anything like that, and it really would have taken those numbers just to the next level. But for those aces, seriously, like I made a post on Instagram just saying like, look, if you like cards for their aces, this is a deck you should buy. And this one says Talisman 2020 on the bottom of the ace of spades, which is an absolutely insane ace of spades. And I'm not sure why there's all these little boxes all around. Like, am I missing something here? Like, I think the boxes are really cool, and this look like 3D boxes to me, but I see them everywhere. Like, they're on the ace of spades, they're on some of the clothes for the court cards. Why are they everywhere? I'm not quite sure. And then you also have a double backer, which I'll get to the back design in 1 second. And now for the back design, you're going to have those same hexagons that you were seeing on the aces all over this deck. You'll see those two diagonal lines coming from both top and bottom on those sides, and two vertical lines all going around this one circle in the middle, which does make it almost a circle back design, which is kind of cool because you wouldn't really think of it as a circle back design, but it still is. And once again on the back design, there's those little boxes. Once again, I don't know where they're coming from. Now for stock and finish, this is actually not printed by a place that you usually print cards through. So like there's like the Cardamundis, and there's their USPCCs, and there's the Expert Playing Card Company, etc., etc. And usually MPC is done for prototypes. They're actually printing all of their cards through MPC, which is Make Playing Cards. So this is going to be kind of interesting to see how this ends up turning out. Now for this deck that I have, it's a little bit different than what you'll be receiving. It has the same finish, not the same stock. So when I talked to them about it, here's what they said. They said you'll be receiving the Air Linen Light stock. And in comparison to this deck, when I asked them, they said, oh, much thinner. So I'm not really surprised by that, because this, I would say, is a little bit on the thick side to maybe like at least thick. Let's just say it that way. But they said, oh, much thinner, with the emphasis on much. So I'd assume this is going to be more of a thinner stock. But at this point, I haven't held it, so I'm not sure. Now the finish, they're using the beta finish from MPC, which is clearly in beta, right? So this is something they're just rolling out, and I think it's only been a few months. But from the amount of time that I've spent using this deck, finish has not budged at all, and it feels really good. I'm also not going to check and see if this deck Faros well, because it's not going to be the actual stock on what it's going to cut. So we're just going to have to wait and find out. But when I did actually Faro this at the first time, right out of the box, it did Faro really well. And here's what the back design looks like when fanned. And here are the faces. And that black and orange combo just looks really good. Nifty that. Now again, I'm not sure if the actual deck will come in like this, but this deck came in with super smooth sides. And as you know, I love that. Now if you're a magician, I could definitely see a magician picking up this deck. Like legitimately, if you're a magician, seriously pick it up. It has a really cool intricate design on the back. I think all the faces are really easily recognizable. Those three to four aces could be a little bit hard if you're going to read it off right off the bat. Especially like the three, not really the ace of spades. I think those could be a little bit difficult, but for the most part, I think that, like, seriously, the whole deck could be really easily recognizable. Deck being right. I don't really see anything like for magicians, like them putting effort into that, and being a marked deck, or any reveals, or the duplicate jokers, or like it has the double backer, and you'll have to wait to see what the other one is. But like, I don't see them putting magicians in mind, but I don't see them taking anything away from magicians either. So I think a magician could definitely pick this up. If you're a cardist, I would 100% pick this deck up. I definitely see this being more forced towards cardistry. For one, the borders are super thin. Two, you're going to see those lines going out to the outside, which is going to make fanning, as you saw, look really cool. The top of the backs aren't flat across the top. It goes like up and then down with the hexagons. I'm just going to show you that again. But those hexagons aren't flat on the top, like they're flat on the sides, which makes the top go like this the whole way, which is going to make some cardistry moves look really cool. It's a circle back design, and all of the reds are now orange. So like, I'm seeing all these things that I really think cardists could definitely use for a cardistry deck. So that's 100%. If you're a cardist, pick this deck up. And it's going to be really thin, which I know cardists love. If you're a collector, I'd definitely pick this deck up. I don't really see anything like in mind for collectors, but this is a deck, again, you'd want to put on one of those. One of those. So seriously, pick this deck up if you're a collector. And then gameplay. I definitely think it'd be really easy to play games with this. There's nothing like, oh, what is that? Especially if you're sitting here staring at the cards like this. Like, what is this, right? Like, I know the placement's a little bit odd, but at the same time, I think it's going to be really easy when you're sitting here to know, like, that's not normal placement, but you clearly know that's a 5 of clubs, right? So that makes it, I'd definitely pick this up before gameplay, unless you're going to be playing with people who don't like to handle cards properly. They like to snatch the cards away from you or anything like that, because then you're going to bend these beautiful cards. It's going to hurt my heart. Now, I really wouldn't put this into a hype deck category because not many people know about it. And because not many people know about it, You need to back the Kickstarter. Like, seriously. Not many people know about this deck. That's why I'm doing the deck review, so more people can know about the deck, so this thing can become a reality because it's beautiful, right? So, if everyone just says, oh, well, somebody else will back it, and then it'll get funded. Well, if everyone else says that, then no one will back it, right? So you, I'm talking to you. You, right there. Yes, you. I don't know what your name is, because I'm a psychic. No, I'm not. Forget this. Go back to Kickstarter. I know you want these cards, because I wanted these cards. And I have good taste. I think I have good taste. You think I have good taste, right? That's why you're here. That's why you watch my reviews. You're welcome. So, if you watch my reviews and you think I have good taste, go pick up this deck. And if you think you like watching these reviews, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you get to see one every single Wednesday. I know today's Tuesday, which is kind of odd. That's because I have another one Thursday, because that's how these things work. So, this week I'm not doing one on Wednesday. I'm doing a Tuesday and a Thursday because I need to get 2 up this week because we have 2 decks on Kickstarter right now. And this is one of them. So, freaking go back this deck. Alright, that's all I have for you guys. This is Card Perfect. Signing off. Actually, that's not true. I need to go and put this in my top 100 decks. 1 second. So now I have a new top 100 decks. You'll have to wait till my birthday in November to check it out. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. For real this time. It's Card Perfect signing off.